Roll up, get your newspapers here. Wargaming make internet headlines with their collaboration with WWE. But what do the tankers think? Hello, I'm RetroJules. Well, the dust seems to be settling after update 5.0 and the very, very surprising blend of wrestling with tanking. And when it comes down to it, the wrestling content is just a few ops and it's here for a couple of months. But I think we're pretty unanimous, actually, that it's the wrestling ring in the garage that is just throwing the whole wrestling thing right in your face every time, and it's really quite annoying. Well, I've got some news for you. World of Tanks, with the SummerSlam ops, is making headlines on the internet, and I just wanted to make a video about it. Have you heard of TJ Wagner? That reminds me of TJ Hooker. I used to love TJ Hooker. Anyway, TJ Wagner is the creative director and executive producer of Wargaming Chicago. He works for wargaming.net in Nicosia in Cyprus. His contact number is... just kidding. TJ Wagner is a games industry veteran, creative director and executive producer. He has produced and designed titles in the Mech Warrior, Mech Commander, Mech Assault and Fear universe across platforms. No surprises why we got mechs in the game then, hey? He was instrumental in launching Xbox Live and designing the model for monetizing downloadable content for the service. That's a pretty big deal, actually. He now leads the team bringing World of Tanks to the console. TJ joined wargaming.net in 2013 with the purchase of Day One Studios and the creation of Wargaming Chicago, Baltimore. And the reason I've brought up his profile is because on the website, Last Word on Wrestling, he said this. Following a successful video game collaboration with KOF All-Star in May-June that introduced WWE wrestlers into the popular fighting game, WWE is back with another partnership, this time with Wargaming's popular free-to-play hit World of Tanks. Through this collaboration, WWE superstars will be reimagined as tanks, complete with the entrance music, special garages, and more surprises as part of the brand new SummerSlam event. The update 5.0 and launch of Season 1 is probably the biggest one our team in Chicago has done in a couple of years. TJ Wagner, executive producer of Wargaming Chicago Baltimore, said, "Partnering with WWE has been a fantastic experience and is bringing unique, new content to our players, who can expect more updates like SummerSlam in the future. With Update 5.0, we're very excited to be able to address many players' requests and desires for our game, like crossplay, that unites PlayStation and Xbox tankers to make matchmaking faster and better." In partnership with WWE, Wargaming and World of Tanks console is excited to announce Update 5.0, Season 1, SummerSlam. Beginning today through Monday, September the 21st, SummerSlam brings an exclusive new season pass featuring WWE-inspired tanks, legendary superstar collectible crews, new garages, and much more to World of Tanks players on PlayStation and Xbox. As part of the new season, players will have the chance to command 5 legendary superstar collector tanks inspired by WWE superstars: The Undertaker, Becky Lynch, Andre the Giant, Sergeant Slaughter, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then we go over to Yahoo News, and I've got to give a big shout out to Eccentric Mist. Thank you, mate, who brought this to my attention. Where there's more news about Wargaming and World of Tanks and SummerSlam. Wargaming's World of Tanks is beloved by players for its attention to historical detail, but that seriousness doesn't mean it can't loosen up the game every once in a while to have a good time. Not going to comment on that. WWE legends Sergeant Slaughter, Andre the Giant, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker and Becky Lynch have inspired new tanks with designs based on their wrestling personas. The game will also offer legendary superstar collectible crews and new garages to go with the new tanks. Perhaps because the game's most serious players are on PC, the SummerSlam event is happening on World of Tanks console version for PlayStation and Xbox. The Stone Cold Steve Austin tank will be free for all players. They wouldn't dream of releasing this content on PC, surely. Scaredy cats. Wargaming pioneered the free-to-play gaming model for serious players. Once they're hooked on World of Tanks, players can purchase special upgrades to make their vehicles stand out on the virtual playing field. JJ Buchan from Wargaming Chicago is excited to have the WWE superstar on board. Sergeant Slaughter's image is perfect for a World of Tanks tank design, as is his visual style, embodies a lot of great touchstones we use to design tanks already, like camouflage and the red, white and blue, etc. Creating a Sergeant Slaughter design was mostly a matter of designing which vehicle, an American tank of course, and the Sergeant Slaughter imagery to use. We chose to include the Sergeant himself. What better way is there? The SummerSlam event will continue until September the 21st, and WWE fans will be happy to hear that August will see Wargaming add WWE superstars as commanders with special skills. Get ready for Roman Reigns, Macho Man Randy Savage, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Woohoo! Well, that's the news on the internet, and once I read it, and I'll put links in the description below, I thought you might be interested. And I'm really interested how this news makes you feel. I quite liked this particular article because it talked about the player base and how we're quite a serious player base. And yes, we are. And that we quite like to lighten up and have content like this. This looks like it's a little bit of a taste of the future, and goodness only knows what may come further down the line. But for those of you who think this is brilliant, for those of you who think, oh, do you know what, I just don't want content like this, for those of you who want to let Wargaming know how you feel, we have an excellent community manager, which is Mimto Vimto, and he's being really responsive. And I really like some of the answers and replies I'm getting. I sort of said to him, what is this World of Tanks and wrestling thing? And you know, what can we do about it? And so some of the players have concerns. And this is what he says to you, because if you have a concern, or if you think something's really, really great, you need to have a voice. You need to comment on videos. You need to get in the forums. And this is what Mimto Vimto had to say. I closely monitor player community sentiment and feedback everything I see and hear from the community. Their voices will be heard and listened to, and I will champion implementation of ideas from the community for the community. I am confident in the future we will see more good changes to the game like 5.0 moving forward. We just need time to develop these ideas. I love the way that is phrased. It makes me feel like the game is moving forward and it is going somewhere. And it is going somewhere. But it looks like it's going to be going somewhere and there's going to be content coming with it. Because it does say the future will see more good changes to the game like 5.0. And 5.0 has contained some amazing stuff, and I would almost say to this day, having the crossplay, it's groundbreaking for the game. But of course, what has also come along with 5.0 is the SummerSlam. So maybe there's more of that type of content coming too. I just wanted to show you these articles that I found online, and again, thank you to Eccentric Mist for bringing the Yahoo News to my attention, because it's because of him that I've made this video and done a little bit more delving. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really looking forward to your comments down below and what you think of these articles and how it makes you feel. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.